So what's going on, guys? It's Captain America. Hope you guys are well, and thank you so much for joining onto the channel again. So again, starting off with the match stats. So for some reason we're in Division 2. I don't know how the hell we got relegated. I haven't played in quite a while, so I don't know what the boys are doing, but yeah, they need to fix up. But in general, we won this game, and I scored a peach of an own goal that, you know, reminds me of like the Van Persie goal that he scored against Spain a while back. So it's that little, you know, the lofty little ball that he done. So that's the own goal that I scored. So I'll put the clip just over here now so you can see. But yeah, in general, it was a very strong game from ourselves. So we had 58% possession overall. You know, we had in total 7 shots and they only had 4 shots in total. It was a very dominating performance from myself. It was an 8.1 match rating. I had in total 3 tackles made, 100% accuracy for those. And then 8 possession ones and then 2 lost. So again, it was a very dominating performance, but yeah, that own goal was the first own goal I've scored in this FIFA 22 as a centre-back. So I'm glad that I scored it in that type of manner because, you know, it reminds me of the Van Persie goal, but YOLO, innit? First goal, it had to go off the bucket list of the FIFA 22 list of own goals. But yeah, do enjoy the video, but generally that I think, you know, I'm glad that we are in Division 2. The way that we've been playing lately has been awful. I think where we've been trialing out a lot of different players in different positions, and it's not been working out well for us. So again, it's a learning curve, but we need to strengthen up our midfield, especially with the balls and the controls that we need to be able to do from the midfield. They're the ones that are orchestrating the pitch and the way that the balls are going, if it's to the wing, if it's going to the forward, or whatever the case is. But where we're getting nothing happening from the midfield, it's just some loose passes that they're doing, and it's not connecting. So, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed that we could have set people or players in those specific midfield positions, because I've got a centre back now who's doing very well. You know, we're forming a partnership which is going well, but then again, right back we haven't had anyone. Same with left back, we do have someone, but he doesn't play much. But no, I do hope that, you know, we are looking, as mentioned, we are looking at going into the Pro League in Germany, which the season's going to be starting off soon, so we are just ramping up and getting ready as soon as possible for that. So there will be more 11 versus 11 clips being shown on these videos, so I'm going to be excited showcasing that and just showcasing the talent that we have within the team. So, you know, hopefully, you know, the way that things could go, we can progress further within this and maybe look at other like pro leagues as well. So just keep posted, and apologies for my allergies. You know, hay fever and whatnot is just, you know, awful in London or just generally in England. So yeah, my nose is bogged, man. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I am suffering with these allergies this summer. It's like as if it's peaked to the worst amount that I've ever had. And like one of my mates, he's funny because he wears a mask, like the COVID mask, and he goes like, "Look, Jax, this helps me out." And I'm like, "Look, I don't really believe you. Tried it out like a couple of days ago, just for a day. You know, I'm not ill or anything like that. I just want to give it a go because allergies are like it's just the pinnacle of my life at the moment. It's just every single day I wake up blocked nose and I'm suffering on, you know, whatever the case is. So I wore this like blue mask, and you know what? Touche to him. I ain't gonna lie, I was actually alright, but I couldn't breathe. I literally couldn't breathe because my nose is already blocked. But yeah, that's how life is. But yeah, give that a go if you guys do have allergies. Just wear a normal mask and just yeah, it does get away with a lot of the allergy pollen malarkey, let's say, that we have in the UK. But yeah, guys, just going on to the video now. So as always, we do talk about random malarkey, let's say, within these videos. So we're going to be starting off with like the Nation League. So we had the Italy versus Germany game yesterday, as well as the England versus Hungary game. So England played away for that game. So I didn't see too much of that game for England because I was watching the Germany game, which was later on. But the England game, I know it happened earlier. But from what I saw, you know, England were dominating in general. But of course, Hungary, they're very strange at home. They're a very tough game. You know, the weather conditions were around 26 degrees and above. You know, you got the likes of Trent that played every single possible club game. And he's playing, I don't know why he started. I think it should have been another person starting. Maybe, I don't know, Reece James or even Walker on the right. And then going for Jones as a centre-back. But, you know, that's what happens. You know, fatigue does play a big part, you know, especially with Liverpool playing all the games. So Jota, you know, I'm glad that he had a rest for Portugal. But yeah, let's see what happens. You know, Trent didn't have a good game. And again, being blindsided on his defensive responsibilities, you know, that wing side of things. Of course, he does go up as much as he can, but he didn't have a great game. And in general, he's not a great England national team player. You know, he's fantastic for the club. And it's always going to be like that. You know, you're day in and day out training with the club teams, and when you do go into the national or the international side of things, it's always going to be completely different. You got play styles are different. You know, people that you can rely on. I wouldn't really be able to rely on Maguire as a centre back compared to Van Dijk. You know, so of course, you know, mentality wise, you have to change it up. But touche to both Connor Cody as well as Bowen. Bowen played his first game, first cap for the English. You know, fantastic game for him. You know, he had a great season for West Ham, and I'm great. You know, it's always good to see players playing in the international scene when they've had a fantastic season or even being on form. And you know, Bowen had a great game, so I'm glad that he played. Kane, on the other hand, I don't know what the hell he does for national, man. Like, he's great for Tottenham, but whenever he plays for national, for some reason, I don't know what these managers are doing with his play style. So we saw it with the likes of like Roy Hodgson where he was taking corners and whatnot, but I don't know what it is with the situation with Harry Kane playing deep or playing wide. I don't get why he doesn't play as a normal centre forward, just staying in the centre and just playing as a striker. My man just always goes into midfield as if he's a Pirlo in his prime and trying to ping these passes through, which is never going to happen, man. Like, just be a poacher or wherever it is and just go for these balls. Like, you're being out of position completely doesn't help the English squad. Like, who are they going to rely on if they need to go up front or get the balls into the box? Like, so stupid. So I really don't understand, like, how Kane plays for England. He shouldn't be captain, nor should Maguire. I think there should be someone else being captain for England. I don't know who, because they're all liabilities. Like Hendo, he's not there, so I don't know. Connor Cody would be a good choice. I think he'll be a better choice, especially with what he's done with Wolves, and you know, overall he's a leader. Not the likes of Maguire. So I think Connor Cody should be the leader for, or let's say the captain for England. And then you know the positions that they always play with these wing backs, but again it's too defensive sometimes. So let's see what happens with the likes of like Germany, who they're going to be playing next. Germany's going to be playing at home against England on the 7th of June. I think, you know, Germany were very unlucky against Italy. The first half was all Germany. But, you know, Italy did hit the post as well the first half. But then, again, it was a balanced game in the second half. You know, Italy did score, but then Germany scored within like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I think it was. So, you know, it should have been more goals for Germany. It was just, I don't know why they were shooting from out of the box. And all of their out of the box shots were going above. So I don't know what Goretzka was doing first of all. He had 2 of his shots way over the bar and he's trying it again. I don't know why they just can't get closer, or just, I don't know, aim for the goal. Like, even if it hits Donnarumma, regardless, it might bounce back depending on the speed or the power that the shots come through. You know, Kimmich has done a fantastic job for Germany and he seems to be like the player of the team. Gnabry is a fantastic player, you know, with his dribbling, you know, what he's done at Bayern Munich since leaving the likes of, I don't know, Arsenal, whatever the case is, he's done fantastic. And again, that's a sign that Arsenal should have kept him, but you never know. Like, it's one of those players where if they were in the English physicality type of, let's say, league as such, compared to the German league, it's completely different. So yeah, he's doing well in the German league, but if he did stay on with Arsenal or West Brom, let's say, you know, it would have been a different situation. But no, fantastic player for Germany and fantastic player for Bayern. You know, his dribbling abilities are insane. And then we've got main man Werner as well. I don't know why he's playing. I think they should have just operated with like a Sane, a Muller, and they should have just gone for Gnabry and just done it like that. And then should have had like, I don't know, Musiala behind one of them as well. But, well, let's see. I think it's still early days. You know, we still got matches home and away to play against. So yeah, Italy still needs to come over to Germany, and now we've got the German versus England game soon, so I do feel that will be a tight game. Again, both teams to score unless Germany ramp it up and do better, both defensively, but they haven't had a really good, you know, time against England recently in their current fixtures or just generally in the international scene. So, you know, we are regenerating as well as recuperating within the team, so I do hope that we do get better. So no, that'll be an interesting game. Germany versus England. So, no, let's see. And again, it's a very, very tough table. It's like the group of death that we had with Liverpool in the Champions League, and now we've got the group of death again with this Nations League. So, I know there's a couple of fixtures that they are in June, and then the remainder of the fixtures are going to be finishing in September. So, no, I think it's going to be interesting. I think the team to watch out in this Nations League, I think I mentioned it before, is going to be the Netherlands. I think what they have within their players is just absolutely phenomenal. And I think they do have an easier route into, let's say, the knockout stages for these Nations Leagues. But no, I think they are a team to watch. They've been absolutely insane, just generally. France, you know, they did lose to Denmark, but again, that was a little blip. But I don't know. I think it will either be France, it will be Germany, or the Netherlands that will be going into the less of the finals. I think England will have a torrid time against the likes of like Italy, again, as well as Germany as well. So I think they didn't do a really good start with like losing to Hungary at home. But again, it was a penalty. Reece James, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But Reece James, the main boy, you know, everyone says that he's better than Trent, but my boy let in a penalty. So, you know, I don't really give a crap. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Nations League. But yeah, just talking on like some random stuff. So one thing I wanted to quickly talk about was when me and the missus went over to Turkey in Cappadocia. So we done this trip to Cappadocia. It was the first day there, and we wanted to visit this valley where you start from like the top, and you go down this actual valley, which is like full of like limestones and small little stones as well. So it makes it very slippery, the conditions. Okay, so you need to imagine like how slippery these conditions are. And I've got like my trainers on, but regardless, when you're still going down with these small little stones, you are still skidding. So we went through these valleys, and you know, sorry, while we were at the top of the valley, forgot to mention, you know, we asked this guy who was selling orange juice and random stuff. We go, look, where's this valley that we need to go to? He goes, look, the best way is you have to go down through this valley. Everyone goes this way, and it's an hour's route to go to the Love Valley, which is at the top. It's just far. It's quite far. It took us at least 50 minutes to get there through this valley. Okay, so you need to understand it's a big trek as well, and this valley itself it's scary, man. So while we're walking through all of this valleys, you know, it took 50 minutes. You know, we were walking through beautiful sights, don't get me wrong. And then we reached this Love Valley, and we're like, God damn, man, I really don't want to go back the same route. And the guy itself, the orange juice guy, he was always very persistent. He goes, oh, take some orange juice, take some orange juice. I'm like, look, bro, I don't want to get orange juice now, you know, I want to do this Love Valley, and then when we come back the same route, I'll buy orange juice from you. Of course, we made the decision not to go back into the same route because it was just going to be too long, and plus the routes that we did, we went off track, so going back we would have got lost. So we went through the main route, we went all the way up into the main street, and again, like the way that the valley is done, it's split, so you could see like the route that we done through because of the bottom area, because we're so high up. So we're walking, and we're walking now for 40 minutes or so back to the hotel that we just came from. And then all of a sudden, when we're getting closer to the leg that we started off with, I just hear from across the valley, and you need to imagine, guys, this is far, okay? This guy is far. And you just hear him echo saying, hello, and he's literally across the valley waving his arms, okay? And then all of a sudden he goes, orange juice, like in the most funniest, slowish way. But the way it echoed and him waving, my God, man. Like me and the missus, we were dying of laughter. Like that was the highlight of that actual trip, where this guy, he was persistent to sell his orange juice. I guarantee you, he would have gone down the bloody valley and up it if he had the opportunity and given us a bloody orange juice. Hey, take the fucking 10 lira as well. But nah, it was pure banter, that trip. I just wanted to share that for you guys. But yeah, guys, coming to the end of the video, I do appreciate you guys listening to this blabber. Again, those that are new, please do feel free to subscribe and like the channel. You know, any comments that you do provide are always appreciated. And those that are oldies and goldies, again, thank you always for your support. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video, and yeah, we're going to be talking about, again, the Nations League as well as transfers as well, okay? So take care, and yeah, watch the rest of the video. Sayonara. Peace. Bye-bye.
He's given us away. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And a fine tackle.